Yo, Rob, Mr. Pressy.
Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Badgers kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. Quick completion on the out. Got room at the 35. Into plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Simmons from the gun on third down. The quick out. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the counter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown, so right away you're aggressive. You throw
nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Throwing Joseph. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He now has 72 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Joseph.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Could be an alley. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Ready. Flag 14. Move.
To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. Running through contact. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hardy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The give to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Might be changing the route. Simmons. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Hey, kill it. Bob 28 Cruz. Bob 28 Cruz.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. He's got it. doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Got a man in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Calls his own number. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Throwing Joseph. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball. the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
He's got the back in the middle. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Joseph. That's caught. It's Rigby. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Badgers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And it's blocked. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Mean Green with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this off.
Finding some room. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes,
There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Right back to Hardy on 1st down. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Moving out to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Grab behind the line. It's Rigby. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Joseph. Tosses it incomplete. Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He might want another play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He's got great speed. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They go play action with Simmons. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Hardy. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got rid of it just in time.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Joseph. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Boy, he was cutting that one close, wasn't he? Almost kicked it out of bounds, but it went into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Hands it off on the counter. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like,
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Now on first down from the 40. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Got a little space. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Joseph. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! And they've got the lead in the final minute. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Joseph. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually.